Hello everyone, welcome to another Few Minutes Friday. It's me, Jeremy Jacobs, founder and owner of Cookie Jar Consultancy and also founder and owner of Ray's Bakery, cakes for everyone, that's what I say. Hope you're doing very well. My hands keep on making an appearance, so I was sitting on them, but I wanted to point to myself, so I've taken them off. But I'm going to put them on my knees because I keep on doing touch my face. And we shouldn't be touching our face at the moment because of COVID-19. Anyway, hope you're all well. And I'm talking this week a little bit about listening. Listening with your ears. Why am I talking about listening? Listening for me is a super important skill in my business. It's also a super important skill in life, in relationships, and just generally when you're walking around talking to people. But I'm talking about a very specific skill when we talk about listening. So if you haven't noticed already, and you might want to take this away and think about this and notice it when the next time you're having a conversation with someone, it's that often when we're talking, there's two conversations going on. There's two people talking. Well, how can that be, Jeremy? There's only one person talking to me. I'm talking about the little chitter-chatter that's going on in the old bonce up here, which is having a good old chat away. You might be thinking at the moment, God, he's so annoying. Why is he listening? Like that kind of stuff. Or if you've ever tried to meditate, and if you've ever heard someone say, oh, I can't do meditation, it's like really annoying, because when you sit there and you go quiet and you go, your brain goes, hooray, he's not doing anything. Let's chat about everything that's going on in the world and in my life and random stuff. Or it might happen when you get into bed, and especially if you're particularly stressed. So, two conversations going on. So, when we sit down to talk to someone, and this is particularly important if the other person is upset for some reason, or sorry, I'm slightly distracted because Biff sat behind me and he's got some kind of stomach thing going on, so I think he's going to vomit in a minute. Anyway, you didn't want to know that, did you? Where was I? So yeah, so you sit down with someone, particularly if that other person is upset, or there's a they're upset, or you're upset, or you're both upset, or everyone's upset, or there's tension or anything like that. What I've noticed for myself is that often, and this is our brains doing their job, is often I'm either thinking about what they're saying, I'm judging and I'm assessing, and I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to say back to them? Or I don't agree with what they're saying. I agree, this might be going on right now while you're watching this video. Going, oh, I don't like it. This is great. All that sort of stuff. Sorry. Or you might be talking to someone and you're going, oh my God, this is so boring. Oh, shut up. Or you might be going, oh, I wonder what we're going for dinner tonight. And yeah, oh look, there's a little thing up there on the ceiling. I should, and you get the idea, yeah. So next time you're in a conversation with someone, have a little listen out for that. When you're having a good old chat to yourself. Why is that so important? Because it is distracting. So when you're having a conversation with someone and you're listening to someone, it's really important to be able to hear what the other person is saying, which may sound obvious, but particularly if you're a leader in a business or a business owner, my belief as to be a good leader is the ability to listen to the other person and understand where they're coming from. So what I have noticed is that I keep on doing that when I'm listening to someone, and then the ability to be able to quieten one's internal dialogue down is a skill, but what it enables you to do is to really hear that person. And it's amazing how quickly we can get distracted on all of those things I spoke about earlier. And my view is that good listening is about the ability to quieten that voice down and really engage with what that other person's saying. One technique that I find is very useful, particularly if it's a stressful conversation, and this is something you practice in meditation, is that when your mind starts to wander or you start having a conversation, is just to focus on your breath. And it's particularly useful if the conversation is quite challenging, to be able to just regulate your breathing. Maybe not do it too obviously because they might react, but just to be able to calm yourself down and just check in with your breath and really kind of come back and bring your focus back to the person, because the problem is that most people know when you're not really listening to them, when you're slightly distracted or you're thinking about what you're going to say, and it's a really important skill in my opinion, to be able to do that, to be able to quieten that voice down and really listen, because all we're doing at that point in time is just thinking about ourselves. And actually, if we're committed to that other person and hearing what they've got to say, then switch that voice off and just listen. Now, there's a couple of other things which I find really useful, is that if someone is very upset and or you get distracted and you don't really understand what they're saying, it's being able to check in and be able to repeat back. So when they say whatever they say, it's being able to go, okay, so what I'm hearing you're saying is, and repeat it back to them. That's a really, really good tip, to be able to get them to repeat back what you said, so that you both in agreement of what they're saying, because one person might say something, but it's very easy for us to interpret it as something completely different, misunderstand what they're saying, react, and then the conversation can very quickly go downhill and turn into a bit of an argument, which we don't want. I think that's it for this week. I just wanted to share that very briefly. I'm just trying to keep these videos a little bit shorter, so I encourage you to go away this week and have a little practice with that. Next time you're in a conversation with someone, start to notice how easily you can be distracted and how much that impacts on your ability to hear and understand what the other person is saying. It's very much, in my view, good listening skills is about being very selfless in the conversation, particularly if you're in a position of leadership, because you need to be able to hear the other person and not make it all about you. That is, in my view, as a good leader, not your job to make it all about you in that moment. Easily done, particularly when you're stressed, but give it a go, try it out, see how you get on. And as always, please like, comment and share if you can, and let me know what you think. Anyway, until next time, bye.